So you read the title, and I think you know what I'm going to say. Being a realtor in Ontario is both easy and hard. But let's break down exactly what I mean, because this channel is about working hard. And the crazy thing about working hard is the harder you work, the luckier you get. I will tell you just how easy it was for myself to make my first $20,000 plus commission check. And spoiler alert, I didn't even leave my house. Just super quickly, I'm Callum Moore, eXp Realty real estate broker here in Ontario. If you find these videos helpful, consider liking and subscribing. It means an absolute ton to me, but let's just dive straight into it. Let's start with how hard it can be first. Always do the heavy lifting first, then we'll get into the fun stuff, where in this industry, you might find yourself working as little as 3 to 5 hours and taking home 5-figure plus commission checks. But let's first start with the hard. And when I say hard, some people watching this are going to be like, I can, and I easily will do that. It will depend on a couple things, your mindset and your personal attributes. So for this, every month, and we're going to do some math here, let's say every single month you put in 160 hours of hard work, and that equals one client. Whether it's creating content online on all platforms, running ads, cold calling, door knocking, reaching out to past clients in SOI, 160 hours a month, so 40 hours a week essentially to get one client. Now, let's quickly find out what that client is worth. Let's take my area, for example, of Waterloo Region here in Ontario. At the time of this video, average price of any home is $789,639. And again, this will be different in your area. Do the math on your area because, for example, if you're in the GTA, average price point over 1 million. The higher the price point, the higher the commission. So keep that in mind. We'll round that to $790,000 for this example, and I'm going to use a conservative commission rate of 2.25%. If your monthly prospecting of 160 hours got you one client and you sold one property with them at this price point and that commission rate, you would make $19,750. If you were to ask someone if they would work 40 hours a week, 160 hours a month to make a $20,000 commission check, most would say yes. We're climbing into close to $250,000 a year. If you get your real estate license here in Ontario and you have that mindset and you consider one client to be worth 160 hours of prospecting, you will have now done the hard work. I will mention one thing that relates to what I mentioned earlier, and this factor alone will break so many real estate agents, and it is your mindset and it is your personal attributes. With 160 hours of prospecting, you might get 3 clients. With 160 hours of prospecting, you might get 0 clients. Can your personality handle that type of variance and inconsistent sales? And maybe more importantly, can your personality handle rejection? Because if not, this industry is probably not for you. If we stick with that door knocking, and I'm just using door knocking for example, but there are numerous ways, amazing ways to get clients and grow your brand in Ontario. If you actually are looking for support on this, look to the On Agent program in the description below. There is a massive promo happening on that right now. You get it all, not just how to work with buyers, sellers, and lease clients, specifically here in Ontario from A to Z, but how to grow your YouTube channel if you want one. Run ads or grow organically on Facebook, kill it on Instagram, and of course we do door knocking and cold calling as well for those who want to. The On Agent program essentially has it all, and that link down there right now is a promo link only for the time being that will not last. If you were to even get one client from that course, you've now 20 to 40x your investment. And with that program, you have it all, meaning you have it all additions and all add-ons. We're always upgrading it. Take advantage of that link if you can. I'll talk on it more at the end of the video. But again, if we use door knocking as our example, and let's break this down. First, most agents can door knock 25 to 40 doors per hour, depending on walking time, building type, and pace. Let's take a mid-range of that for about 30 doors per hour. 2, total doors knocked in 160 hours. Let's go 30 doors per hour times 160 equals 4,800 doors. Third, contact rate. Somebody actually opening the door. A common industry contact rate is 15 to 25%, meaning the person is home, opens up the door, and is willing to have a conversation. Let's use 20% for a balanced estimate. 4, total conversations expected, 4,800 doors times 20%, contact rate of 960 conversations. 960 conversations, but in our example, we are being turned down by 959 of them. But that one person that we end up working with is worth $20,000 in commission. That is the hard work that I would like you to expect before we get into the easy. Can you handle variance? Can you handle rejection? As this industry, you have to think long term. Once you understand this, thinking long term, you now essentially possess the holy grail of being a realtor. Because guess what? You won't even consider that one client to be worth $20,000. You will understand LTV, lifetime value of a well-treated client, repeat sales, referrals. You will now value this client at around $150,000 over the course of your career. Okay, some amazing stuff there on working hard. Let's get into the easy stuff now. I guarantee in your real estate career, you will have multiple deals of 5 figures, 5-figure commission plus, where you will have only worked 5 hours max. A client will reach out to you and they will want to see a property. You will take them to it, you will show it, they will love it. You will do a full CMA, you will talk to the listing agent, you will do all the details and the analysis, you will write up the offer, you will present it, and it will be accepted. This will happen in your career and you will feel amazing for the amount of time you put in and the amount of money you just made. My first deal as a realtor, I actually had to quarantine due to a recent flight and I was home for 7 days. I had a client reach out to me during that time to ask me to see a house they really wanted to see, so I got a fellow realtor to show them. They ended up loving the property and calling me back. We talked for a little bit and they said, let's put in an offer. I did everything still, of course. You do full CMAs all the way through. You break down everything. You do all comparables. You reach out to the listing agent. You open up communication with them. You start playing the game for sure. Then you get back to your clients. I told them for this reason, this reason, this reason, I think it's roughly worth this. It was a pretty rare scenario. I remember it like the back of my hand. It was a couple and the husband had a number in mind. They had a number of $876,543, 876,543. It was very strange. They loved the place and they had this number in mind. After some back and forth, I convinced them to put in an offer for about $10,000 less than that. After some back and forth, they agreed. We ended up winning that offer on a multiple offer scenario, 10K under. They were ecstatic, and I just made over $21,000 in commission in under 5 hours, and I didn't even leave the house. Situations like this will happen in your career multiple times, but just consider it the bonus. This is the easy part of being a realtor, and consider it bonus. Do your 160 hours per month, do the hard work, get rewarded for the easy, and never get complacent. If you have this mindset and this work ethic in this industry, you are going to absolutely crush it. I really hope this video helped, guys. And as mentioned, if you are a person that wants to take action today and take advantage of this promo, look to the On Agent program in the description below. Start with learning exactly how to work with buyers, sellers, and lease clients from A to Z, specifically here in Ontario, if you need all forms, showings, CMAs, literally from start to closing on all aspects. Then get into the fun stuff, how to grow a long-term brand with your clients, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, door knocking and cold calling, and we also even have TikTok coming soon, as we are always adding to this and updating this program. If you are newly licensed or even established or even getting your real estate license right now and you want to take advantage of this limited time promo, get it so then you're ready to take action, immediate action, the moment you're licensed. That is the link down there, and it is that promo link for the YouTube family only for the time being. I'll add it right here as well if needed. If you have any questions at all, DM, email, comment on this video. I get back to everyone. My name is Callum Moore, eXp Realty real estate broker here in Ontario. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.